Hi, I'm Jessica from Brown Paper Bunny, and today I want to walk you through a mindfulness exercise that I like to do. So in order to follow along, you're going to need either some watercolor paper or a watercolor sketchbook like this one. You'll want some dual brush pens, and the colors I'm using are 835, 993, and 925, but you can use whatever colors you have at home. And you'll need a blending palette and either a Tombow water brush or a regular round paintbrush. And if you're using a regular paintbrush, you'll also need a jar of water. And it helps to have a little piece of paper towel on hand as well for cleaning your brush. And then optionally at the end, you might like to use a mono drawing pen. And to hold my sketchbook pages down, I just have some little mini bulldog clips. If you're using flat paper, you probably won't need them. Let's get started. So something that I find super relaxing and almost meditative is to fill an entire sketchbook page with one particular item. So it might be leaves, flowers, cats, clouds, whatever you can think of. So today we're going to do a few different types of flowers, and we're just going to fill the whole page. And I'm going to blend my Tombow dual brush pens with water so that I can use them to paint like watercolor. So if you want to follow along, to get started, scribble some ink onto your blending palette. I'm going to put all of the colors on there. Yellow. Hopefully you can see that's a little bit light. Okay, and then I'm going to use my paintbrush, or if you're using a water brush at home, use that to just add a little bit of water to each of the colors. And then you can blend the ink with the water. And once you've got the ink blended on your palette, you can literally just pick up this ink and paint with it like you would with watercolor. So let's start filling this entire page with different types of flowers. It's very relaxing, and while I find, at least for me, while I'm painting, it's very difficult to think about anything else other than what my hand is actually doing. So it's a great way to sort of switch off our minds and just, have a brain break and just focus on what your hand is doing. Think about breathing slowly in and out, nice big breaths while you're painting. This will also help relax you. And, if you ever get handshakes or anything like that, that slow, steady breathing will help counteract any of that tension. And you can choose to have some of your flowers painted as if they're going off the page. There's really no rules to this other than just breathe, relax, and just kind of let the ink do what it wants to do. That's kind of the beauty of working with any kind of wet medium like this, is it kind of has a mind of its own, and that's okay. You just got to go with the flow. Once you've got your petals, you could pick up another color, drop it in the middle, just watch those colors bleed together. Surprisingly, watching ink dry is very relaxing. Watching it dry and watching it just blend and kind of do its own thing. Just making some of these petals a little bit bigger on the ends so they all look a little bit different. Okay, let's pick up some of that orange. Let's do some really big petals. Just keep focusing on your breathing, trying to relax all your muscles, let all your tension just fade away while you're painting pretty colors on the page. You don't have to have any real plan for this piece. It's about the process. You don't really have to think about what you're going to paint next, just whatever you feel like. You can add some little circles, really simplistic kind of floral shapes. The more water you add to the ink, the paler it'll be, and the sort of more watery and soft the color will be. So if you want it really vibrant, use less water. If you want it really watery, just add in more water. Let's fill in this little space here with some little dots. Going to add a little bit more ink to my blending palette. Another drop of water. Just blend that together. Okay. I'm starting with a big droplet of ink and water, and then I'm just going to drag it outwards. And I don't mind at all if some of the flowers overlap each other and run together. Just keep breathing, letting all that tension flow away as you paint. Paint any kind of flowers you like, any shapes, any colors. If you're painting flowers, maybe you're filling an entire page with little cat silhouettes or hearts or bow ties, whatever you like. I'm going to drop some other colors in. some looping flowers. Just swirling my brush around, letting each of the petals overlap the others. Dropping in some other colors. Some more ink. Fill in any last little spaces that you have, little flowers or even just circles, little dots of ink. And just keep breathing, releasing all that tension. Hopefully after filling an entire page, you feel a lot more relaxed and present. Once the ink is completely dry, you might like to use your mono drawing pen to journal over the top, or maybe write a gratitude list, or you could just continue on with your mindfulness exercise and start adding some lines to some of these flowers. Just pick out a few of them to add detail to. So you don't have to do every flower, just choose a handful across the page that you'd like to outline or add more details to. Just keep remembering to breathe slowly and deeply. Let all your tension and worries go. Just focus on what your hand is doing. Hopefully once you've finished your whole page, you feel a little bit more relaxed. And if you enjoyed this exercise, please subscribe to Tombo's account and also Brown Paper Bunny. Thanks for watching.